Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. I'm driving home on my way home from work. Pretty good day today. Honestly, just a little bit boring. Biggest headline that came out of the world of wrestling today, honestly, would have to be about Soraya Page leaving AEW. We'll have to see if there's anything left on the table for her in WWE. If they would want to bring her in to be some sort of like a general manager, like she was in her last days of SmackDown. I always thought she did a pretty good job in that role, but it seems like, Raw, SmackDown, as well as NXT all have those roles all filled right now. So we'll just have to see what's going down with that. But the biggest headline of the day was Ric Flair confirming that he is going to be at WrestleMania 41. With all I have in the world, I've made a lot of videos. I got a lot of thoughts on Cody versus John Cena. And not one of them have a run-in from Ric Flair trying to stop John Cena from beating Cody Rhodes to becoming the greatest wrestling champion of all time. Not once have I ever put that together. I understand that you can draw a line between the Rhodes and the Flair family. Not once in Cody's career can I ever think of Ric Flair and Cody Rhodes crossing ties all the years that Rick and Cody were both in WWE, since Cody's return on the independents, in New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA. I can't think of Rick and Cody ever being in the same room together. I understand that, growing up, Cody was more than likely probably in the Flair family home. Rick was probably in the Rhodes family home. Crossing ties like that. But I don't know, man. I think this is bad news written all over it. Rick's last time on WWE delivering a promo seemed like he was a little slow. He might have forgot what he was supposed to say. He couldn't really, put it back together to save it. Rick was one of the greatest of all time. But I really don't want to see a video or, watch WrestleMania and see Ric Flair getting lost on the way down to make a run in at WrestleMania, trip and fall, do something like that to embarrass himself. Rick, you're one of the greatest. No one's ever going to doubt that. I think that Rick would love a payday of being involved with WrestleMania somehow, some way. I'm sure that they can just have you on the pre-show promos, just basically saying your thoughts about being say, hey, I'm Team Cody because I don't want to ever lose this record, and the time's ticking down for John Cena, and I think business is better in the Flair household if he stays tied for the championship. Um, on the real life front, Flair has always been very pro Cena. He always has said that he thinks that Cena is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's always had no problem with anybody breaking his record. He really wants John Cena to be the guy to do it. Um, so to me, honestly, it just doesn't make sense. Last year's run-ins, we basically started with Solo Sikoa, went to John Cena, The Rock, and then The Undertaker. I've said this before when people have said that Stone Cold Steve Austin. We don't want WrestleMania 41 to be a repeat of WrestleMania 40. We want it to be its own WrestleMania. WrestleMania has a place for legends. It has a place for moments that you want to remember. But we don't want WrestleMania's main event every year to be remember who and just running. We want to see wrestling. WrestleMania's main event is supposed to be two of the biggest names in the business going at it one night And that's supposed to be the exclamation point on the year. I know it's kind of weird that, WrestleMania happens March to April, and that's like their Super Bowl, their year ending, and then they don't have an off season, so they just go right back out there on Monday and they start running the ball again. And they want to see where they end up at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and then it all ends again at WrestleMania again the next year. I don't know. To me, I don't want to see Ric Flair in there. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm all for it. Hypocrite City, because we didn't get it last year and we all wanted it. Stone Cold is one of the biggest names in the world out there. If Stone Cold does a run in this year, am I asking Stone Cold, you coming back next year, for 42 in New Orleans? No, because we just saw it. We just got it. Flair, I love you, buddy. Please, no WrestleMania 41.